Casey Stern.
What's up, boys?
How you doing, man?
How we doing, guys?
You're on the air, our baseball analyst. So what do you think of the Trent Richardson trade?
Yeah.
I think the Browns are being the Browns, right, John? I mean, is there a better way? The Browns are just not really good at success.
Well,
I mean, that's as simple as it gets.
I just think about what kind of message are you sending your players? Like, just don't try this year because we're not. You know, who cares if we win a game? Actually, let's try to lose all of our games.
That's the Browns.
So we get the top pick.
Yeah.
So we can bring in Teddy Bridgewater next year and get rid of get rid of our hack Whedon that we don't even care about, and we're not going to play him because his left thumb is injured. He's right-handed. It doesn't matter. We don't want him to play because we want to lose.
Boy, you're mad about this.
Well, no, I'm just thinking if I'm from Cleveland, I'm pretty mad right now. I'm empathizing.
Well, you're mad anyway if you're from Cleveland. It doesn't matter.
You're right.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, this decision made the LeBron decision seem good in Cleveland. I mean, that's how bad this was. It was.
Yeah.
Look, this is one of those. I agree with you. They punt the season here in week 2.
Yeah.
And you look at when Lombardi, the GM, came in here.
Now I know him. He was in Oakland when he was in the front office in Oakland when I was there.
Well, he had.
I'm really surprised that he decided to do this.
Well, the funny thing is that he had made a lot of comments before he came into this gig about how much he thought the Brandon Whedon pick was ridiculous, and he wasn't a fan of him as a player.
Yeah.
So you knew that was, just around the corner from not working out. So forget that. And he didn't like Richardson either. The best part for me is...
How do you not like Trent Richardson?
I don't get it. And I want to ask you about this because this is the best part is, we hear about Norv Turner all the time.
Yeah.
How many years are we going to talk about Norv and Dave Wannstedt until we realize how long it's been since they won with the Cowboys?
Yeah, what was it, 94 last time?
It's, 20 years ago? Mm-hmm. So, I'm sitting here and I'm listening tonight to one guy after another say, well, they didn't think Trent fit into Norv's offense. What the hell does that even mean? It's ridiculous.
Well, here's the thing. A great coach adjusts their scheme based on the players that they have.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't understand how you can expect to. They're just trying to lose. That's the bottom line. I keep going back to that. And now you've created a much better team in Indianapolis. Maybe they're in cahoots with those guys.
And they're your competition.
Here, let's give they're AFC. They're our friends. Ryan Grigson, hey, he's young. He's in the front office. He's just getting started there. Let's give him a chance to shine.
Well, let's talk about baseball. This is ugly. In the American League, what a great race the Yankees aren't in, huh? In the East.
Well, they're in it, man. A big win tonight. I mean, this was a huge game, Marty.
I mean, for the whole enchilada, the number.
Well, no. I mean, look, they're probably not going to make the playoffs, but, this was a big win for them tonight because you got the Rays and the Rangers playing each other, which means essentially that because they were tied at the top, you were going to get the ground on one of them, whoever lost. And the Indians, who were ahead of the Yankees, lost. Yankees are down 4-0 in the 8th inning. They've looked lifeless for days, and they bounced back and had a huge frame. They score 4 or 5 runs, and they win, and Mo gets a 4-out save. And, look, do I think the Yankees will make the playoffs? No, but it goes back to the irony we keep talking about with this team for the last few months. A-Rod, nobody wants to see him on the field. But outside of that, man, there's a lot of fight in this team. No Jeter. Now Gardner goes down. I mean, one thing after another, and they just keep on ticking. That was down 4-0 or 3-0, I guess it was, in the 8th inning to come back with that kind of a win tonight. That was pretty big for them.
What did A-Rod do tonight?
I don't know. I can tell you he wasn't part of the rally. Soriano, again, Wells had a huge double in that rally. Soriano continues to get some big hits. But, yeah, it was fun, man. Extra inning games all over the place. The Orioles got a big win against the Red Sox tonight, and the Rays and the Rangers went into extra innings. The Rays won in the 12th inning. So, they added the extra wild card last year. And, guys, you got 5 teams within 2.5 games with 10 to play. That's pretty good.
Shane just told me 0 for 4 for A-Rod. 0 for 4.
Oh, too bad.
So he's batting about 268.
Allison, you follow baseball?
I do, somewhat.
Yeah? You're a Jets fan, kind of?
I was.
And are you Mets or Yankees?
I'm a Mets fan.
Ah, look at that, James.
Smart girl.
And Casey, too.
Right.
Casey, you picked a bad night not to come to phone this one in.
Yeah, well,
We
I
had
didn't
chili.
vote it in. I wasn't invited. I thought Dan
Oh,
just didn't
no.
want to look at me anymore. That's what I.
The
I
truth comes out, Dan.
Yeah, we
was
gave
not-
away your seat to a hot broad. Get over it.
Fair enough. That's a pretty damn good trade-off.
Yeah, well, you notice the Twins are much more friendlier when Casey's here.
Yeah.
They check that attitude at the door. What do you got?
I know Borchetti's always nicer when I'm there, so that's
The New York
the Jewish people.
The New York Post. Yeah, we have to put that ugliness aside. The New York Post. This is why they're one of my favorite papers. What a great thing they suggested. The cover of the Post today here in New York, to honor Mo, NYC should change River Avenue to Rivera Avenue. River Avenue is the street that Yankee Stadium's on the corner of 161st and River Ave, and would just be adding 1A, Rivera Avenue. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that'll be great. I mean, look, they've had every other kind of, we've seen everybody pay their own tribute to Mo. I mean, I think it would be great. Look, I think it's more important to make sure that, they hang him in the rafters, if you will, and he should be the first 100% ballot in the Hall of Fame. We still haven't gotten one in baseball. That's a way to tribute the guy. But, yeah, I'm all for Rivera Avenue. I mean, geez, we have seen some really bad players in sports get roads and streets and all kinds of crap named after him. So, yeah. Hell with it.
Yeah, but he's a classy guy, one of the greatest relief pitcher of all time. Do you really want his name to be on a street where in the wintertime it just becomes a war zone? Like, nothing but stabbings and killings, and it's really a bad area.
Maybe there's a better chance that some of those kids would be saved just because of all the saves for Mo. You got to look at it that way.
44th tonight.
You think he's going to start
44th of the season.
You think he's going to start saving children?
Yeah, just his name alone.
I hope they don't move fast. At his age, he's not going to be able to save him if he has to go very far.
I think you're going to go on that street around February. You're going to hear the song "Enter Sandman" and then get hit in the head.
Hey, what was his first contract when he signed way back when?
As
a rookie.
Two chickens and a goat.
Initial deal.
No, it was some ungodly low number, and I think I'm wrong, but I want to say
a signing bonus or something.
Yeah, something. I just remember like $300 or $3,000, something.
Really?
They gave him nothing to bring him here.
Well,
Do you know, Casey?
Well, when Rivera first came in, I mean, the interesting thing about him was this was a guy who we thought was going to be a starting pitcher before he ever even developed into what he is now. His contract situation, going back, and I'm looking at it here, I'm trying to call it up in front of me. Rivera's first contract was for $109,000
Okay,
in 1995. He then made $131,000 in '96. $500,000 in 1997. His first big contract was 1999. He made 4.25.
And that's after he created his cutter, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. After he became a reliever, setting up Wetland, and then eventually got locked in with the cutter. But
that was the most unstoppable team. That '96
Yep.
team, where after inning 6,
Yep.
if the Yanks were up by a run, done. You had Rivera for 2 innings, and then Wetland. That was it. And Torrey,
Nelson,
you played that.
Weathers, Lloyd, right?
Torrey played that pitching staff like a violin, my friend.
Yeah, until he played Tanyan Sturts and Paul Quantrill and Scott Proctor and played their arms right off their bodies, unfortunately, later in his career.
Once again, I'm using the mini iPad that my bosses at DirecTV were lucky enough to give me, and I brought it home. So me and my fiance were using it together, and I just tried to call some up on it, and once again, it just says John Hamm penis. My fiance had this thing for an hour. Not even.
The great part you learn real fast about those things. Clear history. Very
It says
important.
John. It says John Hamm
history.
penis.
Wow.
I gotta have a talk with her. That's very sad. And what does that mean to you, Allison? You know John Hamm. You know the guy.
Yeah, Mad Men, right?
Supposedly he has an enormous penis.
Really?
Yeah. Have you heard this?
I had not.
Well, I got it right here. I'll pull it up for you.
Well, this I gotta see.
You want me to? I'll pull it up for you 1 second.
Hey, Casey.
Yes.
What's going to happen in the NL Central?
Nice segue. Well,
Yeah.
Now I will look further. It says John Hamm bulge.
Unfortunately, this season's not.
Wait a minute, she's going totally after this guy. Wait a minute, guys, wait a minute,
Only a few days left.
Casey, wait a minute. Wait, Casey, stop. Shut up. This is my marriage, my future marriage is crumbling. She had this thing for an hour. Look what it says. Johnny M. Penis, Johnny M. Bulge, Johnny M. Net Worth.
Oh,
No.
what?
Oh.
That's bad.
Johnny M. Net Worth.
Oh no.
What the hell?
That's bad news.
What is his net worth, that scumbag?
Apparently, it's not bigger than his penis.
Johnny M. Net Worth. It says he's worth $15 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this same website has me at $12 million. So I don't know about that.
So,
I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Casey, Pirates, Cards, Reds. What's
Yes,
going
right.
down?
From John Hamm's balls back to baseball,
Yes.
right? I think for me the National League Central is tight. Pirates lost a bad game tonight. They blew a lead. They got swept by the Padres last 3 days. Everybody keeps waiting for Pittsburgh to collapse. They're kind of a nice story instead of that great team. At least that's the way they're looked at. This week is not going to help. A bad series for them against San Diego. I think you go with experience and talent. The roster probably plays out best for the Cardinals to win the division. But the Pirates are the fun story, man. I mean, I really hope they can get a home game at PNC. If they get in the wild card and they're the second wild card team, they'll go on the road to Cincinnati, probably be one and done, and it'll be, oh, well, that was a nice story, and they get a golf clap. I hope Pittsburgh gets at least that one home game for them, for the Pirates.
Got it.
That says John Hamm address. John Hamm schedule between 10 and 1 a.m. on weeknights. I'm kidding. So what else in baseball? What about the West Coast there?
Oh, yeah, Oakland, John's favorite team.
Yeah.
Making sure that everybody can go play on dirt. They continue to play well. They've been great, man. The A's are one of these teams where you just look at them and you say, well, their roster's not as good as everybody else, but damn, they just continue to play good baseball. They're going to be in the playoffs again. Rangers more for the wild card than really anything else. In the National League, the Dodgers, if they can win, they're trailing right now 4-3 in the 7th. They'll clinch the West if they get a win tonight. So, I think Oakland's got a shot. Dodgers are probably the favorite in the National League. As far as the West Coast teams are concerned in baseball.
Nice. Well, I'm happy for Mattingly. I really am. I'm happy for Donnie Baseball. Do you think he's being groomed for the Yankee job?
I look, in my own opinion, and you don't give manager of the year or coach of the year normally in sports unless the team makes the playoffs. Bud Black in 2010 won it even though they didn't get in, but that's because the Padres were making chicken salad out of the other kind of chicken for most of the year. I think Joe Girardi's done the best job of any manager in baseball this year.
Yeah.
He's done more with less. He sat in July and was playing guys that aren't on the field. I mean, there were a couple of games in July where they had 5 guys who aren't in the league right now. Louis Cruz not in the league. Zoyo Almonte not in the league. I mean, Alberto Gonzalez was playing not in the league. To sit there and go through all the injuries he's had, deal with all the A-Rod BS, Sabathia not being himself, having to put Phil Hughes out there because you don't have anybody else. In my opinion, I think Girardi's done the best managing job of his career. He's been the most improved guy we've seen as a manager in a while in this sport because he was awful when he came in. I think Joe's done a great job. So, normally I would have said probably yes, but the way Girardi's managed this year, he's not going anywhere for a long time.
Well, let me tell you something. The Yankees shortstop in May just parked my car. A hell of a nice guy, by the way. Case, listen, can you come back another time when there's not a hot chick here?
Yeah, seriously, I can't even believe you guys must be really bored bringing me on. Jeez, I'm going to actually leave the phone now and go watch the rest of the show just so I can make sure that the eye candy is better than what I would be.
Oh, believe me, you won't be disappointed. We did the right thing.
Boys, we'll do it again soon. Stay well. Have
Talk
fun.
to you later, brother.
Thanks,
The great
good.
Casey Stern on
Goodbye.
baseball. And we'll be back. When we come back, we've got to talk about this butt slide. You see this guy?
Yeah.
Slid right into the guy's butt like
It was a great quote
Sanchez.
too from
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.